Hi, it's Iron's World. It is what it is, and I wonder what it's like in your world. But in Iron's World, it's all about finding my peace. Peace be unto you in this new month of August, and I hope you do not get into any entanglements that will rob you of your peace. And as you see in the outward expression, so many things going on that are causing to draw attention, to get you angry, agitated, divisive, hating. Don't be drawn into that. Pay attention to the inner peace within you. Now, no one owes you your own peace. You've got to find your own inner peace. Now, these are 4 things that I've been dealing with this week and probably going to do till the whole of 2020, because I clearly heard 2020 is the year of rest, the year of killing off, year of letting go, year of transformation. So number 1, I had to get to terms with areas that I needed to let go that are not going to take me forward to my next level of consciousness, awareness, and advancing in this life with my soul, and of course, having the good life alongside that. So I took myself into this exercise where I imagine where I'm in the middle of the sea, the ship abandons me there, and I lie flat on the sea. And then I list all those things that I've been struggling with that are taking my peace, because this disruption has changed how I used to have control over them, and I choose to let them go on that sea of turbulence and float in peace, trusting that I have the life force in me, God presence, that says, I am your God, I shall supply all my needs, I take good care of me, do you trust me? Then 2, dealing with transformation. We are told, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, metamorphosis, a radical change. And the mind can only be transformed by changing your thinking, your believing, and your deep feeling about those beliefs. And how do you do that? It will only come by knowing something new. You turn from that which was old so that you seek that which is new, that fills your heart and causes your heart to leap with joy. So it is said, you cannot pour new wine into old wine skin. So I had to identify my old thoughts, my old believing, my old feeling, face them, ask for the new information. From where? From within. For it is said, upon this rock of what? The revelation of God presence, the Christ within you, shall I build my church. Now, like I told you, I'm coming from a different state of consciousness awareness as my soul has journeyed. I start from that awareness as a child, depending on the religion I was raised in, that there was this fearful God out there who would punish us in the end, some in hell and some in heaven, to becoming aware of a Christ the Savior who came, showed us the way, but will return to save a few and fry others in eternity. That one didn't quite sit well with my soul. To becoming now in this presence where I know the God, life force, energy, Christ is latent and asleep in everyone, and as circumstances in life push us to the wall, we seek the kingdom within, and the kingdom is not a location, it's a state of consciousness of harmony where there's only love, pure life, energy, and it flows from a place where nothing has been conditioned. And when you become aware of the God presence with you, you become one with the presence, so that heaven may flow through you, to you, as you, and to others. Now that's the place where I'm journeying to understand the God presence in me, but it takes killing, letting go, shelving old thinking, old beliefs, beheading John the Baptist, who I had believed thus far, got to be beheaded so that the Christ in me may flow freely, and I cause heaven and harmony to flow in my life, to me and to others. It's new knowledge that will bring about the transformation, and we already warned about that, because we're told the knowledge of the Lord will increase and cover the earth like the waters cover the sea. Now, like I told you, the scriptures are symbolic, they're metaphorical, they are revealed to you from the Christ within. When the Spirit of truth comes, how he arises in your awareness, and you ask questions, and the truth is revealed to you and guides you into all truth, and the truth that you know as an individual that you have experienced. Now, the knowing is not head knowledge, it's experience. You experience it from the point where you know your word that you speak and send out will not return void, and it had better be coming from a pure heart, because if it bounces, it should return to you and fulfill that which you sent it out to do. Flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. It's upon this rock that I will build my church. Now, I'm coming from that awareness where I thought the church was a physical location that he was building. Bricks and mortar is not the church he's building. The flesh and the earth, it is you that he builds up by revealing the truth of who you are to him as you. And the revelation you get from within is what builds you up into the fullness of God. The journey of the soul is a transformation process. The awakened mind, the Paul mind says, I labor in birth pains again until Christ is fully formed in you. Now, if you watched my previous video, I told you that Christ is born within, awareness becomes within, and the child grows in wisdom, in stature, favor with God, and favor with man. The favor with God is understanding the presence of God in you as I am, as you, and then manifesting it. That's the favor with man. Manifesting as you, the God life, bringing harmony not only to yourself, but to fellow mankind who is your brother. Hence the highest principle of living, love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and love another like you love yourself. Simply saying, become aware that you are the God presence, be the God presence to yourself and God presence to another, because they are your brother. And if they are not yet in that state of consciousness awareness, that's where you who is awake says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now, that's the last thing I have been doing all this week, and I'll continue to do, which is coming to the place of forgiveness, because that's the place that sets you free. And just let the channel which you are of God to flow freely and be overflooded, and your cup overflows with love and goodness and harmony for you and others alike. Now, the forgiveness part can be hard. You've got to go to your inside closet and see the places where you have and hold resentment towards whoever or whatever, and question yourself, why and when did I start to resent this thing or this person? And trust me, at least in my exercise, I realized the resentment is from things I have been taught, things I have been told and did not experience. I mean, for instance, you can start resenting someone before you meet them physically because of the gossip that came to you. You know that girl, she's like this, like that. I hate you. Resent them because they filled you with that spirit. Words are containers of spirits. As you listen to that word and you believe it with feeling, it will take control of you. And so I say, find your peace. Stop counting the days. Oh, it's August, the year is ending, I haven't done this. That's the letting go. You've got to deal with, oh, I lost my job. Why? Think about what next best you can do. And while you're in this, if you ask me, 2020 is the year of rest, skilling and scaling up, so that when we next move in the new rhythm, which is the love vibe, we are all at the same frequency. Awareness is a frequency. Awareness of the God life in each one of us. And for those who will not move, we who have moved will have to be patient with another, the brother. And hence you will always say, Father, forgive them, for they are not yet consciously aware that they are you and you are us. So how is your world holding? Is it tumbling apart? Let it tumble apart. Are you finding peace as you let go? That's the peace you need to find. Use this period of physical distancing to go within the closet of your heart and be aligned with the divine purpose of your soul. You will be amazed that in letting go, you attain more control with ease and peace. Rather than working from the place of competition, you work from the place of creativity. Rather than work from the place of I'm running out of time, from the place of I am eternity, time stops for me. So what are you doing to cause the peace within your heart? It will start by not being agitated, first of all, that you're not gathering in a place. You are the worship of God. Now, coming from the state of consciousness awareness, I thought the worship of God or worshiping God is when I go to a location. But I've since realized the true worship of the Lord is when you let the full awareness of Him in you flow through this vessel, the earth, and you bring harmony to yourself and those around you. And trust me, if you let your heart be free, everywhere you step is harmony, is heaven. Things come to you, the abundant supply flows to you freely, and those in your sphere also benefit, because that's the life of God. It's not about a personal individual benefit, but as that vessel or temple opens up, it benefits that temple and those in the sphere of that temple. So do the inner work. Go in and find your peace with the presence of God in you. You are operating from a place where you can stand and say, I and my Father are one. I know who I am that I am. So I wonder how the peace is holding in your world, but in Irene's world, it's grounding in the inner peace in me, so that everything I do it from the place of I am. It is what it is.